So here we are, 6 shots, 3 on target. Liverpool have had 1 and obviously scored 1. Shock. Sometimes I honestly think it's the way that the game just loads and it does you over in the process. Good, he scored. We just need to score again, ideally, and stop Liverpool from scoring in the Club World Championship. Come on, we've got 12 shots, 5 on target. We have 4 corners. We have less possession, but we're doing much better with it. Evidently. Come on. If we can score again, that would be great. We deserve to score again, to be honest. Get in. Allow it, ref. Allow it. Get in. Fantastic. There is interest on Butcher from... come on, he should have passed that across the box and he would have scored then. But there is interest in Butcher from Inter Milan, because suddenly they seem to have all the funds available in the world. And I don't know how, when they've not been winning the league or Champions League and having that money available. He is worth up to 100 million, if not just a little bit more. But I'm very reluctant to sell him because he can grow and develop, and I hope he scores more. I do have plans for him to become one of our best players, and we need to keep our young players, especially as some of the other players like Olivieri, Tails, Guingard, they're all aging, and you know there's a lot of quality to lose. Mbimbo, 35 years of age, still receiving transfer offers from Real Madrid because he's that good. Okay, they've scored. We got 2 minutes to go. We just need to stop them scoring for 2 minutes. Get the ball out of play. Get the ball in the corner and out of play. Okay, 3-2. We're into the World Club Championship, which I'm very pleased with. Another final. I'm glad we could beat Liverpool again. Unfortunately, Arsenal have gone through, and they're very, very tough team to beat. Can't wait for Marco Rose to retire because he is just such a good manager. Okay, thank you, board. Much helpful. No, he's not on the move. See how much money I got available. 13 million. That's because I agreed to sign some, which I didn't realise at the end of last year there was a mandatory fee for. So I've ended up losing my transfer budget as a result, which is highly frustrating. Okay, the Brazil job is insecure and I'm very interested in leaving Ghana. Okay, yeah, I would lose my record of winning something at every job that I've been in, but I would absolutely take that job. Yeah, we brought him in for a free transfer from PSG because he's been doing good for the last 3 years, and if we can loan him out to Troyes until he secures a work permit, whether that's 2 or 3 years and he becomes a backup rotation, or whether we get an offer of, you know, 6 million for him, that means £6 million profit, which I'm very happy with. And of course he's happy to go back and play in France and try and secure that work permit. He's happy to try and appease his new employer, shall we say. Simmons, our young goalkeeper, I would like to loan him out again, ideally. cocktails. I just don't want to lose him. He's such a good player. We've had him since 2029, so we've had him for 13 years, and he's just an absolute baller. Pirlo sacked from PSG for finishing second, but then goes and gets appointed Barca manager. But Barca are happy to have an experienced manager as him, who's managing the Premier League, he's managed the national team, obviously managed superstar players, was a great player himself, and they've actually finished 12 points behind first place, I believe. So they'll be happy to have someone. This is disappointing because as much as I've declared it, I wish the game would realise that you're trying to combine the two jobs. As I've said to the board when they asked for a meeting and said I'd like to continue with international management alongside what I'm doing, but they're disappointed because I've declared interest in this job, which is a bit of a joke. Ralph Hasenhüttl, he is 73 years of age and he is still scouting for us. He's been with us for 10 years. He stopped managing since 2024. So 18 years he's just been scouting now. So 55 he had enough of managing. So he's just enjoying games and travelling the world whilst earning a very decent wage without the risk. Well, there is a risk of being sacked, but without the risk of being sacked compared to being a manager. No chance. I mean, it says something when Real Madrid are coming in for our 34-year-old players because they're that good. I'm sure at 34 years of age, he's very happy to get these kind of opportunities to continue playing, but you know, even for clubs like Real Madrid. Okay, that's good. He's signed a new 4-year deal. He's worth up to 44 million. He hasn't really hit the ground running for us, but I've got bigger plans for him this year. Ideally, I want to try and get her in the first. Oh, she is in the first team. I want to try and get her as my assistant manager at some point, whether I have 2 assistants again. I like him. I think he's a great player, but he's just not going to fit in part of my plans because he just doesn't score for us despite having an amazing international record and finishing of 16. So, you know, the cash in 17 million, we would lose out on money on him, but at the end of the day, I'd rather him play and make a career for himself. And I have a bit more transfer budget available than keeping a player who's not going to be as consistent in the first team for us and waste his final years of what could possibly be the end of his career. Okay, so suddenly I'm back in England watching the trial lists, despite also being at the FIFA Club World Cup Championship. So I've flown back for just this trial list game to then fly back, because I would do that, wouldn't I? And who are we? Why would I be attending this game from a Man City perspective? We're not, you know, no disrespect. We're not Accrington Stanley or Cardiff City, or Stevenage. Just anyone who's in a championship level could benefit from these players. If they were good enough, surely then Man City would have looked at them already. Good finish, to be fair. You know, you should be scoring those chances as soon as they come over the back of the defence. And you go into that finishing mode. Good response from Charlish Team 2. Another good response. Good back and forth game this, to be fair. I'm going to drop the mic off in camera a minute.
Could get used to somebody like you. It's like you showed up and I'm feeling brand new. Can't believe love's what I'm falling into. I could get used to somebody like you. Somebody like you. Somebody like you.
They've dismissed my interest. Okay, only while he's in the post though, so... Okay, he's gone out on loan, which is good. Hopefully he can get some now valuable championship experience behind him. You know, he is 18 years of age. He is worth up to 14 million apparently, so, and he is playing in the Under-20s World Cup. A very, very tough final this is going to be. Okay, that begins. He's just had a busy season. Travelling. What? He should be able to play this game first. If he's not available, I will not be happy. He's not available. Realistically, the game should look at that and say, you know what? He can travel the day after. So now I've lost my number one goalkeeper because he's travelling. So now he misses out on the final when he could just be a day or two late to training camp. Where he's had a busy season. He's gone literally from Premier League football, Champions League, Club World Championship, Gold Cup with international team, straight back to Community Shield Premier League. That, you know, is great, you know, as a 29-year-old, and to have that experience and be playing in as many competitions, cups, etc. as possible. Allow it. Get in. But it's just difficult because he hasn't had that break and he's been busy. But Premier League, FA Cup, Champions League, Club World Championship, Gold Cup, 5 competitions that he's participating in, just shows his quality. But how many other players, let alone goalkeepers, have that opportunity to have that back to back? So this is definitely an experience he'll never forget for the rest of his life, and one that he has to go and take, of course. But it's just such a shame that we lose him for this final when he could have another game under his belt and a final in one that we really need him for, when he could, as said, be a day or two late. Just so frustrating that the game hasn't taken that into consideration, or that I could have gone in and delayed it. Maybe there is, maybe I'm not sure or have missed it, but if someone wanted to direct me to it, I'd appreciate it. But in the meantime, if it isn't there, then certainly be a good feature to have. They're finding space. I don't want them to find space. We've had some great chances though, when we really should be putting them away because we are getting them across the box. 2-0 up, absolutely buzzing, and in the meantime I was actually arranging my own team for a game on Sunday, so great that we've scored again, which we deserve to score again, because we have players who can score goals. Oh, how's he not finished that? We've conceded, don't like conceding. We've had 10 shots, 7 on target. We should be 4-1 up here, realistically. Yep, let's get Oliveira on, just so we can have some more energy on the pitch. Come on, come on! Score, score, score. He was blatantly brought down. He was blatantly brought down. We don't need VAR for that. Cannot look, cannot look, cannot look. Looking. Butcher scores again. 5th goal already this season. I hope he just has a great season because he is a fantastic player and I truly believe in him. Guygard, Franklin Joseph, but I want to get Pittman off really. Take some of the risk out of the back. I'm going to get Kim Christensen on and we're left with one more. Let's get Tails on because Tails does add some more qualities. Both players in terms of Franklin Joseph and Tails both had good quality, but I just feel that Tails just offers a little bit more for us. Allow it, allow it, allow it, allow it, allow it. Get in. This is a fantastic result. very strong indeed. 13 shots, 9 on target, and we've actually scored 4 deserving goals. Nikolaevson, who's come in as our second backup rotation keeper, gets to start the day, and what a fantastic start. 5-1 against Arsenal in the Club World Championships. What an unbelievable scoreline. But 14 shots, 10 on target. I would absolutely expect us to have scored at least 5 goals because of the kind of players that we have up front, and their attributes in terms of scoring are just unbelievable. We deserve to absolutely win this Club World Championship. So on the back of that, Premier League, FA Cup, Champions League, and now the Club World Championship. Absolutely loving that. Just going to move this overlay over that side simply because the scoreline doesn't show. There we go, that's better. It's hiding that scoreline. Fantastic result. I'm so glad that actually could be streamed and part of it. Win the Club World Cup. What actually already achievement. I'm so glad I've actually got that. I actually already have won it previously. I'm actually glad that's unlocked. I actually won it with Bayern Munich, so I'm glad that I've won that. I actually won it in 2037. I thought that run every year. But yes, two times in a row that I have won it, which I'm extremely happy with. Let's look at the history. Yeah, it used to run every year, look. Then suddenly it changed to a 4-year period, which is odd. I'm not sure whether that's a thing in real life or... I have to look at that. I have to find out, really. Okay, so now it's on the pre-season. My assistant Mehmet Ali will manage these games. Butcher. If you keep scoring, look at that. First touch 16, finishing 17, dribbling 16, passing 16, penalty taking 16. Yeah, okay, passing isn't exactly needed for a striker, but with those finishing stats, he should be scoring for fun, and I really hope he can unlock this potential this year. Okay, £17 million away from that achievement of getting 100 million in career earnings. I really want to get this achievement. Such a good player. Dream Team featured 7 of our players. I just love him. I really wish I could get him. 106 caps, 110 goals for Nigeria. His goal scoring record is unbelievable. I think it possibly better than Henry in terms of league goals. Let's have a quick look there. Thierry Henry. Yeah, actually 174 goals, so he has actually done a lot better than Thierry Henry. Improve offer. Well, I doubt he'll be signing anyway because of a work permit, despite already having lived in England for a great period of time. So he should have already been happy with that, considered City, and then gone, do you know what, if I don't get a work permit, then I've still got a decent offer elsewhere. No, he's not going anywhere. He's one of my best players. 6 million they paid for him, but yet I made an inquiry to sign him when I had funds available. He is a star player. He's not just a regular starter, he is literally a star player. Have you seen his form? I did take him on trial because I was going to consider just signing him because of his experience and the fact that he's an international player. But if a club in Portugal are going to come in and he knows he's going to get first team football or closer to first team football, then good luck to him. Steven Gerrard appointed new Atletico Madrid manager. We'll see how that goes. I've no idea why he's on my shortlist. Well, there's no point in persuading him because he's 35. I'd have to then divil around for like a year or so just to get him in. Oh, let's recommend him as a fitness coach, but he's only got 9 fitness. Rubbish. Right, let's have a look. Fitness coach. Would be part of the coaching team, but realistically would come under medical though, wouldn't he? Attributes, that's what I want to change. Look at that. He is unemployed and he has fitness of 20. He has only worked in first teams, worked for France, Real Madrid, he worked for Strasbourg. Oh, he wants to be an under 18s assistant manager. Under 18s fitness coach is what I want. There you go, I'm offering you a very decent wage as well. Be great to have someone of his experience in with the under 18s, and much better than the recommendations I was having. Considering some of the clubs and players that he would have worked at and with. Don't really need to keep on going. No chance, he's not for sale. Good pre-season start, 5-2. Quite a youthful squad, to be fair. Oh, why has it done that? He is wanted by Chelsea. He's wanted by Chelsea. Good form. £13 million bump. We need the right back to take over from Mbimbo, so let's try and have a look at him. Mekas, he's not looked at by anyone. And who's the other one? Nikolai. Defensive midfield centre. He's in fine form. What's his buyout clause? We need to find out if there is one. I'm going to accept that because I think he is 21 and I think Mbimbo's got another good season behind him. If he can get another year playing and stay in good form out in Brazil, Mbimbo we can look at plans for Mbimbo and see what happens with him. 10%? No. There you go, you wanted more and you actually ended up with less than you started with. Bye bye Melanic. He is joining Roma. There he is, gone, unfortunately. But I wish him the best luck. I hope he bangs in goals for a good few years to come. And we're back up to 27 million. We signed Lucas Eduardo. And, you know, I would say we're in a good place in terms of the players that we currently have that have been out on loan and come back in. And, go from there. He's not for sale. Just don't have the money. $611 league games, unbelievable. Gutted. I think he'll be a great player out in Brazil, and I hope that he can go back to his, you know, a native country and be home with his family and etc. And just rip it up for the next few years, because he is such a good player, and the fact that, you know, I still want him to be part of my squad because of the quality that I felt he still had to offer, and he could have really done something for us at City. It's a shame that we couldn't get him in. Big shame. Oh no, I've opened Spotify. Got quite a few offers. One from Braga as well, out in Brazil. Portugal. Got the European Super Cup against Championship side Nottingham Forest. They were relegated, but it seems that they have won a European Cup, and they've ended up in the European Super Cup final. So we literally go straight into Community Shield, European Super Cup final. Keep checking for international jobs. So we'll try and be with a better national team to earn even more money to try and get closer to that achievement I'm working for. Would be useful signing for midfield centre. Just looking at more depth and rotation, really. See, I like trying to get players for a good amount of money, like 6 million, 9 million, things like that. And then hopefully they turn into great players, but you know, if not, it's so frustrating when you can't sign players for anything other than stupid money. he's got good stats. Even if I signed him and sold him. Oh, no release clause. I like release clauses because it's just so easier, so much easier to sign a player. If you could choose TNS, I'd be happy. Ooh, they could be losing their manager again. Could be on his way to Hearts, so first time actually managing out of the Welsh system. Would it be a bigger move? I'd probably reject it and stay with TNS personally. I'm earning good money, I'm building a good record, I'm improving my overall record, I'm helping bring success to a club. I'm becoming successful in the meantime, I get to stay close to friends and family. Okay, I could get out of the Welsh system and I could try and think, right, what can I do with Hearts and try to progress with another club, or I impress and then go to Celtic, and then who knows what happens after Celtic. So yeah, I can kind of get it, but... Mandatory 25 million. We pay 41. I'm going to say yes, simply because he's not really part of my plans, and I just want to see whether he plays well. And if not, then we get 25 million for him, and I can just get rid straight away without having to worry too much. He's done quite well, to be fair. Right, let's get him in the senior squad and make him available for the under-23s. He's never had any first team experience, he's never gone out on loan, he's not a bad player. I think we just need some time to train with the first team and try and get some exposure in first team games, and if he can be utilised in pre-season, let's do it. Oh, he's rejected it. Okay, fair enough. See, I'd rather get Anada out on loan, because he is playing for his national team, and if we can secure some funds, or he has a move and he's created a career because of what he's done at City, then morally we've done a really good thing there. And football doesn't look at the morals or doing a good thing at times, but if I can try and be a manager who contributes to improving the game, then let's do it. No, I don't want to pay 34 million for him. Get in. But he is going back out on loan, so we will need another work permit next year, I believe. In the meantime, we're going to pay for him to do a course so he can come back and speak fluent English, or a better standard of English. Yes. Russell Martin's been linked with the job, so he's going to end up leaving Scotland to go managing the Welsh system. And at 55, he's going, do you know what? I can be successful there. I didn't realise he was Scottish. And try and build a good record. Okay, it's very good. You know, he is 68, but he works with the under 18s. You know, age isn't a problem in that sense. We write people off suddenly because they're in their 60s. But he's worked at Real Madrid, he's worked with France, he's been head of sports science at Lyon, he's been at Celtic, Strasbourg, he was last at, and now he's dropped down to under 18s fitness coach, but he just wants to work, and it's great that we can have his experience there. Would be a good signing for the future. Well, let's just add him to the shortlist for a year and see what happens. His stats aren't bad for an 18-year-old. He wants to stay now at Sampdoria. Why am I being told about it? It's not on my radar. I'd like him to play for Ghana, obviously. Big shame. Big shame. He's not for sale. Coming off a 50 and you can have him. That's what I'd love to go back with that. Come and pay 50 million and you can have him. As much as I'd hate to lose him, I would take 50 mil. There you go, my transfer business has finished. He's worth up to 27 million already. We've just done it for peanuts, really. It's great. Imagine going out on loan to a New York club. we're currently building the squad, and I feel that we're in a good position where we're investing for the future. We've made some good signings, and if they don't pull off, then it hasn't cost us too much money. I'm glad he's gone on loan to my former club, TNS. And hopefully we can get these players who have come from Brazil performing around the squad that we do have, because our players are more than good enough. Hello, have you ever played betas for FM games in previous years? I think I had once. FM 19 or FM 20. I haven't played the beta for this one because I'm staying true right until the end. Just because I'm well within a save and I'm trying to get the achievement for the 100 million with Xbox Game Pass for PC. But yeah, I haven't played a beta for some years now, really. Glad that you could drop in and join the stream. I'm really appreciative of that. I hope you're well. I know the final version is meant to fix most of the bugs, but the beta is the beta incomplete in any way comparing to the final version? I mean, does it lack interface features or something? Well, yeah, I've been watching RDF Tactics quite often recently, and he's playing the beta version, and I think there's just a few bugs with the interface and little things with gameplay which just need tweaking and adjusting. But I know his thing is he doesn't want to start a save on the beta. Because when it transfers across to the full game, there might be changes, so it would impact his save. So he's delaying it right up until he starts playing the full game upon release. And I know quite a few other streamers are doing the exact same. So because the little changes can be made, but it is more or less how the game is going to look. It's just fixing the little things, as you say, those tweaks in between until the final one comes out. And that's because of what RDF is doing, and because of that is why I'm staying true to my save right up until the full release of FM23, so I can start a full save properly when the game is fully released. And I'm truly gutted because I'm really enjoying this save and I've enjoyed where I've got, although I am with City, and I know a lot of people don't tend to really engage in that because it's a top tier club with a lot of money, but you know, I'm in 2041, the landscape's completely different. As you may have just seen, our finances are just secured more than anything else, and we're not rich, and it's just that, you know, I had a very small transfer budget of 80 million. Okay, it's not as small as some of the lower clubs in that sense, but it's nowhere near as large as competing with the other top clubs and how you start with City. So yeah, and the plan was I started with TNS, then I went to Newcastle after I spent 10 years at TNS, and then I had 2 great years at Newcastle and the City job came along. So I took the City job, I combined it with managing Wales and really enjoyed that. I then went out to Bayern Munich. I then returned from Bayern Munich after 2 years to come back to Man City. I left Wales to manage the Spanish national team, combining that with Bayern. Won the International League with Wales and Spain. And then I believe in the Euros I was quarterfinals with Spain, and they were quite disappointed, so I decided to resign. But I've been back at City. I've won 2 out of 2 league titles since being back. Really being challenged, well, I was being challenged by Liverpool. Now it's Arsenal with Marco Rose as manager. And in the meantime managing City and Ghana. Okay, into the Community Shield we go. I hope we can beat Arsenal again and add on another trophy in Community Shield. Butcher gets to start on the right hand side. I hope we can see a lot more of him this year. Guerrero is back. Looks like he played for Mexico in the Gold Cup but didn't get capped, so missed out on the final. Christensen doesn't make the squad. Can we move him out on loan anywhere? That would be a good loan. Doesn't really fit my plans. Rodic, brought him in, but he's not really, doesn't really fit my plans. We got Pittman, who's not in the squad today. Leck, who's not in the squad yet. Tansey's under 23. Who's he wanted by? Stoke transfer. Well, let's get him out on to Stoke then. This is why, and Edgar's not even in the squad. This is why I don't start with big squads. Hunter is wanted by Wolves. Franklin Joseph's wanted. Ooh, busy, 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 busy. Lots of players, lots of juggling on the squad. Come on! This is how we want to start our season. Come on. Don't concede, don't concede. Don't concede, don't concede. No goal. Don't concede, don't concede, don't concede. Jose Mario just went out on loan from to Everton last season, and he done quite well, and he helped them qualify for Europe, and they were up there, up towards it most of the season in third place. So now he's had the opportunity to return in the City squad. He's got the start today in the Community Shield against Arsenal, so it's a chance for him to try and prove himself, but to show everything that he's done out on loan and why he's back in the City squad, and hopefully he can keep that clean sheet. But he can start as he means to go on by keeping that clean sheet and hopefully getting a Community Shield and trophy behind him. Come on, what? How hasn't he scored? Pankov, we haven't got any real replacements for him. Bring Tails on. Butcher can come off for Janjo, and Guangard can come off for Franklin Joseph. There you go, 3 fresh legs. We've eliminated one of the yellow cards, which is always conscious on my mind. I don't want to lose a player, and I don't want to get overloaded. Come on, keep ticking. Come on, keep ticking, unless we're going to score again. Oh, too many highlights for Arsenal attacking. Too many highlights. I never understand how we can dominate Arsenal, then we come up against playing them and we don't look like we're in the game. Yep, let's get Revolutor off and get Bessie on. Get some more energy there in the midfield area. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Keep going. Come on, keep ticking. Tick, 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 tick. Let's get Erico on. Final change. Tick, 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 tick. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Ref, 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 ref. Woo. Okay, another league, another cup win for us. Another final. Since the board have taken over in last year, I've won them the Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, Club World Championship, and Community Shield. So I've delivered them 5 trophies already, and they can be very pleased that they've taken over and the success that I have brought them. Well, I don't think they can sack me because, you know, I've beaten Marco Rose to all these competitions, who is the next best manager in the league. I've beaten Pep Guardiola, a former manager who's managing Bayern Munich. Who do they want to sack me for? Brought me in 10 million. If I can loan him out and sell him off, I'd be happy with the money that I've made. Just because we just have such a big squad, and I don't want the big squad. Let's hope Janjo can do well. He's come off the bench, 348 league games to his name, and he's already at the age of 25, and I truly love that. Thomas Hunter gets it, even though he didn't come off the bench. But he is wanted by Wolves, and I'm sure Wolves got relegated. They're all good clubs to go out on loan to be honest. Mbimbo will remain as captain, and so will Guangard. Bum, bum, bum. Don't crash, don't crash. Just going to do a little save there. Heated rivalry developing between Man City and Arsenal. Man City's rivalry with Arsenal continues to develop, and Arsenal are now considered to be Man City's fierce rivals. Hostilities between the clubs have been on the rise, and as they are both expected to be involved in a title race during the upcoming season. The two English clubs have faced each other 10 times in the Premier League in recent years, and Man City have the edge over the Gunners with 6 wins to 1. They have also faced each other 6 times in the Cup, and both have 3 apiece head-to-head on the table. 56 games between them. City have won 30. There's been 14 draws. City have only lost 12 times, which means Arsenal have only won 12 times. City have scored 95 compared to Arsenal's 54. So therefore, City have conceded 54 and Arsenal have conceded 95, which means goal difference is 41 for City and minus 41 for Arsenal, with City having double the amount of points of Arsenal with 104 and Arsenal having 50. Yep, let's get him some game time. Oh god, the other one on. Thought I'd get away with it and just add the look, click on one and hope the other one would be 20. 16 and 20. I was going to get Dan Purdy, but he didn't want to leave Everton. Okay, European Super Cup against Nottingham Forest. I want to start as we mean to go on, and I want to win a European Super Cup. I want to deliver it for City. Yep, that is a good move, to be fair. We're just putting in the under 23 squad. Out in Denmark, hopefully can challenge for the title. He finished third last year, so you know, game time is important for him. Goes back to where he started his career, and hopefully he can start getting more games, especially as a young player. Yep, out to Leisure you go. He agrees, which is good, so hopefully he can perform and I can sell him and make a profit, because he was originally part of my plans, but things have changed as we've signed some other players. Yep, he's out on loan to Stoke, which I'm happy with, so we can put him back down to the under 23s and hopefully he can get some valuable game time down in the Championship. So we've got some loans out, which is good, and more development for our players and exposure to first team football, which contributes to their development. 1, 2, 3, 4 more players. Hopefully we can get loans. And hopefully take some pressure off the first team and the amount of players which I need to rotate. Oliveira is starting up top, Baptiste is out on the left hand side. Oh, they swapped then, and I don't know how I didn't drag them. I hope he performs for us because we paid a good whack for him. Come on, you all deserve this. Let's have a look at his milestones. Club World Championship winners, good, because he deserved the play, and he won the North American Gold Cup as well with Mexico, but his caps haven't gone up, so he mustn't have played. Mexico beat USA in the final. Oh, I've now clicked on it. Oh, they started with Macias over Guerrero, who was actually a player that I signed for Bayern. And unfortunately, it seems to have given Guerrero a lot of competition for his #1 spot at Mexico. When I signed Guerrero, with the amount of caps that he was getting and the position that he was in, scout these players. I thought he'd end up with unbelievable amounts of caps, but he's not bad, but he's actually being rivaled for Macias. Of course, he's at Arsenal. Of course, we've got some of the world's best scouts available to us. But yet, I don't seem to be getting any of these players in before the other clubs do. And then when they are at the other clubs, their value is unbelievable. Okay, European Super Cup final. Man City play Nottingham Forest. Come on, Oliveira. Oh, good defending from Nottingham Forest there. But we should be scoring, to be honest. Oh no, we brought him down on the outside of the box. It's not a place we want to bring him down. We've had 5 shots and not a single one on target, so it's a good job from Forest so far. And even though they've been relegated, they're causing us problems. They did it every time we played them last year. They've had 4 shots, 2 on target. They've got better pass completion. They've got the same amount of corners as us. They're dominating possession. They're doing really well. But we really need to start testing their goalkeeper and really trying to get some more shots on target and really trying to put them away. Look, 8 shots and none on target, so their defence is doing really well to prevent their shots on target from coming. But we just need to keep penetrating their defence really and try and get some more on target and to improve what we are doing. We have some amazing players out on the field up front, but they're just not doing enough to challenge Nottingham Forest at the minute. Okay, look at that for a terrible shot. He's cut on the inside, he's got on his right foot. Okay, he's got a shot off good, but did it really challenge? No. Was it on target? No. Could we have kept possession? Yes. Could we have improved what we've done with it? Yes. Baptiste dropping in there, which is good. Good duty. Look, we've got 11 shots, none on target. Very, very poor so far. Froman, 6.6 on a yellow. Let's get him off for Jose Mario. Pankov, I don't really want to bring him off yet. Baptiste has been dreadful, so let's get Leku on. We're missing Edgauge, still on the return from injury, so 2 changes at half time for us. 12 shots, 1 on target. You know, we're starting to turn things around with the amount of shots that we're getting. We're doing really well in the attack, but we need to majorly improve the amount of chances on target and try and put something away. Oh, how wasn't there a goal there? This defence for Nottingham Forest is doing really well. Don't concede, don't concede, don't concede, don't concede. Get to the ball. Why did he stop and allow the Forest player to pick it up? Come on. Okay, we got the ball to him. It was good that he got a shot off considering he was being closed by 2 defenders, but we need to be making more. 17 shots, 3 on target. Look, we can't do much better than we are doing at the minute because we're getting those chances and we're trying to get them on target. Well, we need to do better in terms of getting the more shots on target, but the service that we're providing is the point that I'm trying to make, needs to improve. Come on, we just need to get one in the back of the net. We beat Arsenal twice, we beat Bayern Munich, yet we're playing Championship side Nottingham Forest and we're struggling. Just need someone really good to get in a position to slot a goal in. Come on, get it on the corner. Come on, get in, come on. Okay, Oliveira is about to come on for Oliveira. I think that would be the next change and try and get some more energy on as well as quality. do we bring Guingard off? Because he is on yellow and he is knackered. Yes, I think that would make sense. That's our third change, I believe. No more allowed. Let's just check. Oh, we can actually. Ooh, we can. Oliveira has scored, but I want to get another. So let's get Oliveira on for Oliveira. Because we can keep attacking from the front and hopefully get a second. 28 shots, 7 on target, and the fact we've only scored 1 is appalling. Just don't understand the point of having goal scorers with great goal scoring attributes who can score for other clubs, and you sign them for us. We have tactics which work. We get plenty of shots, as you can see, plenty of shots on target, but yet they can't put anything away. Don't get that one at all. Mbimbo is just a pure class defender, a Rolls Royce of defenders. There we go, the European Super Cup as well added. The board could not even ask anything more of me. I would put myself as Man City's greatest ever manager over Pep Guardiola. I'm sure I am. I've won more titles. I haven't beat his records yet as such, but I think if I continue to stay and continue building, I really think that you'll be miles behind me. Very happy to have won that though. Man City haven't won it since 2035-36, so I'm happy to break that 5-year duck. He's made his Man City debut. He's already played 8 games for us. Very happy with that. I'm just going to do a little save there, but already we have Arsenal away on the second game. If we can beat Arsenal again and start off by beating Burnley, Arsenal, Newcastle, that would be a very strong start to our Premier League season. Okay, it's 17 million pounds away, getting closer and closer. But I want to try and earn as much money as possible. I really want this achievement, and time is ticking until this game is removed from Game Pass, and I don't really fancy paying £30 for an achievement that I'm very, very close to. Okay, he's staying at Arsenal, the Gimp. Oh, we're allowed 2 more coaches. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, might have to just drop them. He was at United and Atletico Madrid, so he's obviously had a good career. Okay, staff search while we're at it. There was someone I was going to bring in. Can't think who now. He was with me at TNS and City and Newcastle. So he's turned into a decent coach, and that's because of me. I give him his chance. There was someone I was going to bring in and I can't remember who. I like Mark Hudson. He's got some decent stats there. Slades is available. I think he's still with Wales. Yes, he is. The job that I gave him. How's he getting on? He's doing okay. Joshua Kimmich has been sacked by Bayern Munich, it would seem. I'm just going to add him to my staff shortlist for a year. I don't really fancy bringing him in first team with the current stats that he has. I could look through coaching abilities, but I just wanted to just generally look through the list of who was available and try and see whether that was going to jog my memory and who I actually wanted to bring in. Andrew Crofts is actually at TNS. Joined in 2041. So he should, because TNS are a huge club. Andy Reid is available. 19, 16, 16. He's got some good stats, so I think I'm going to go for him. Come and join me. Okay, let's just have a look who the staff are. Stephen Reid is also there. Who's the assistant gaffer? Ben Petty. You've done well to be fair, I will give it to you. Bum, bum, bum. John Woodgate available there. Neil Critchley also available. Technical 20 working with youngsters 20. He's been at Sheffield Wednesday for 11 years, so I'm just going to my staff shortlist. Just want to look at Woodgate. I do like Woodgate, but his stats aren't great. I could be looking through this list for ages. I just love looking through the coaches that's available. Bushley Farquharson, former county player, was at Preston until he was relieved of his duties or he decided to leave. Kieran Dyer. He's at Wales, still good. A job that I gave him so he didn't retire from the game. Rafael da Silva. Oh, I thought that was Rafael da Silva who played for United. Lionel Messi's a coach at Atletico Madrid. Chiellini's also a coach. Thomas Muller has been sacked from Bayern Munich too. I gave him the job to keep him involved at the club. Jermaine Defoe, love a bit of Jermaine Defoe, absolute legend. He's been at Rangers for 10 years, so I like Kenwyne Jones, really liked him. Daniel De Rossi is available, but his stats aren't great. He's still with Italy, which is good. Let's have a look at my staff shortlist. Here's that. His stats aren't great in terms of actual coaching. Tried. Ah yes, Andrew Jocelyn. He was the man I wanted. Because his stats are unbelievable, and he is going to have promotion to the first team and a big wage kick with a nice 5-year contract. I don't see how he can turn that down. And the reader said, yep, you've offered me a good deal, it's time for me to step up and move away onto something new. So in he comes. The other coach seems to be quite committed to Spurs. Okay, he's in. I want this other coach in. Expectation to reach the final of the Champions League, win the Premier League, reach the FA Cup, and they don't care about the Carabao Cup. Man City. Come on, get another scout in. Annoying, I gotta keep changing his attributes. Ability is really important for me, because half the time you get players in and they never end up meeting what they need. How much to become a scout? His stats are amazing. He wants to be director of football. I don't want the director of football, I want a scout. So you'd rather turn down 24k a week to be unemployed. .6 million compensation. Spurs beat United, they're off to a top start. United are not off to a great start in that sense. Their manager is Thomas Tuchel, not a good opening debut for him. especially upon his return to the club.
People wake up someone they feel hungover, and I look at all my friends like told you so. Won't you take that time off? I keep getting closer. I don't care about getting late, I just care about getting paid. I got 24 hours for my 7 deadly sins, and you calling me out like, yo, where you been? Ain't no rest for the wicked. Sorry I was late, but I got bills to pay. Ain't no rest when you're winning. It's all work and no play, but I don't feel no shame. Baby, you can dance if you like. I got big good plans for my night. Ain't no rest for the wicked. Sorry I was late, but I got bills to pay.
Come on, City. Come on, City. Come on, City. Come on, City. In Bimbo, what a player he is. I hope he plays right up until 38, 39 because he's just pure class. I'd love to actually see him get over 700 league games. If he doesn't become a coach, then this game is a joke because he has everything to become a coach, if not a manager. He is like John Terry, just absolute class, a baller, a leader, a captain, a winner, loyal to the club. He did want to leave a couple of years ago, but he ended up staying. But has all the qualities to be a gaffer. And if he doesn't become a coach, then I'll be very disappointed.
All the money that I'm making, yeah, it's priceless. I don't care about enemies, 'cause I know where I'm meant to be. I got 24 hours for my 7 deadly sins, and you calling me out like, yo, where you been? Ain't no rest for the wicked. Sorry I was late, but I got bills to pay. Ain't no rest when you're winning.
Wow, Pittman straight off. Okay, Froman can actually drop straight in there. Tails is now down injured. What's he doing there? Oh, Tails has had to come off injured. Let's get Revolutor on. Now we've conceded. Down to 10 then. I've already set it once.
It's been too long, too many wrongs. What have I done? You've forgotten the words to our song. Now it's gone. tides are high, you can't keep pushing. It's getting harder to breathe when the people crowd around your space. Know you were